today is the influencers to your productivity. There are three of them. Number one, homeostasis. Number two, context. Number three, your network. Let me go through each one, give you a couple of things to think about. Homeostasis. We seek normal. We seek what's comfortable. We try to get back to what we always do. So when you go into the office, when you sit down at that workstation, the homeostatic influence, if you will, is to do what you've always done. Check email, check voicemail, go to that meeting, log into that website, whatever those things are that you normally do, know that that's going to be influencing your own productivity. So the trial here is to see if you get a couple of different things in the mix. And my thing is always try to do that early in the day. If I wait till the end of the day to try to do something different, by the time that 3, 4, 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm so in my own zone that I'll probably just keep on doing what I've always done. Number two is the context. The influence to your own productivity contextually is, where are you when you do what you do? I know if I go to a conference room by myself and there's a couple of whiteboards on the wall, I'll have different thoughts. If I sit down in an airplane with that little tray table in front of me, I'll think differently. If I meet with a specific person, if I get out of my office, if I get out of my normal day-to-day routine, if I get out somewhere, maybe to a coffee shop, maybe to someone else's office, again, I'll work a little bit differently. Context, here's the trial that you can take. Take some of your work, take a file, print out a few pieces of paper, take a notebook, and move somewhere different. Sit next to someone different. Get into a different space to see what happens with your own productivity. And number three is your network. Who do you work around differently? If I sit down with a mentor and we're having a conversation about a business development idea, I'll pay attention in a different way than I might if I were speaking to a good friend. There's some people that you sit down with that even if your phone rang, you wouldn't look at it. Versus if you're sitting with someone else, the phone rings and you use that as an out, right? That kind of a thing. So the network that you put yourself around can change how you perform and how productive you are. So takeaway here is, who can you meet with? Who can you invite to lunch or invite to coffee? Who can you ask to come to a work session with you for 15 or 30 minutes? Because in their very presence, you may work differently, think differently, and be more productive. 3 influencers to your productivity. Number 1, homeostasis. Number 2, the context you're in. Number 3, your network.